Welcome into the Week 3 edition of Benny and the Bets. I'm pumped to get after it again. And if you go check the tape, we're off to a pretty good start here, the first few weeks here with this segment. So let's keep it going. Let's win some money. Now, Vegas is getting smarter with the extra data, so we have to get smarter as well, but that's what we're here for. So my favorite bet of the week that I would be most confident of putting a Benjamin down on is the under in the Vikings and Titans game. This is similar to the under in the Vikings and Colts game last week that we liked and we hit on. It's similar. I don't understand. I see the line set around 50 points, and I don't really get why it's this high. We have two offenses that have limited weapons. Okay, Ryan Tannehill's balling out, so he could affect us, but there's no A.J. Brown, so we have shallow target distribution there, and then the Vikings don't have much either, and as underbetters, we like teams that like to run the football and run the clock. Well, both of these offenses revolve around running backs, Derrick Henry, and then Dalvin Cook and Alexander Mattison. So overall, I just think that it goes under, but if we want to get smart, we can alternate bet that line up to 52, 52.5, 53, which is what I have done. My second favorite bet is the over in the Seahawks and Cowboys game. I mean, come on, it's 56.5. I think it goes over. But again, we can be smart. We can bet that down if we want. And I've done that, 52, 51, 50, just to ensure success. But at the end of the day, we have Russell Wilson lighting the league and the world on fire. We have Dak Prescott, one of the best quarterbacks and football players in the game. There's going to be a ton of points scored here. Both defenses are a little bit banged up, especially the Cowboys, and they're vulnerable against the opposing offense. Number 3, the Colts are minus 11.5. That is the line that the 49ers or similar line should have had last week when we were all over them at minus 7. Why I said Vegas is, learning from their mistakes. But at the end of the day, we can still get creative. We can still bet the Colts down to minus 6.5 spread, which is what I've done. Now, you're sacrificing some of your winnings, but at the end of the day, you're giving yourself a better chance of hitting, right? So that's what I'm doing because I do think the Colts win by at least a touchdown. Those are my 3 favorite. Again, we do have to get a little creative in spots, but some other lines that I like straight up, Chargers minus 6.5. Again, you can bet money line if you want, but I think the Chargers win by at least a touchdown. We saw what Justin Herbert did for this entire team in this offense last week. They almost beat Patrick freaking Mahomes, and they're at home again against a team that will be without Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers. And I've hammered this over and over and over. The Chargers have 2 really good running backs, and they revolve their game through the running backs, Austin Eckler and Josh Kelly. Panthers' run defense, historically bad. So definitely think they win by a touchdown. And then Bucks minus 6, as much as it pains me to say as a Broncos fan, definitely think the Bucks win by a touchdown. It's in Denver, so if you want to get, if you want to be not get smart, but if you just want to give yourself, again, another higher chance of success, you can just pick the money line. Being in Denver, tough place to play. However, I've only been there once. However, not as many fans this year, and the Broncos are just so banged up, right? They'll be without Von Miller. They'll be without their starting quarterback. They'll be without their number 1 wide receiver, Cortland Sutton, without their number 2 running back, Philip Lindsay. Jerry Jeudy might not play. Their starting cornerback, A.J. Boye, is out. They're just too banged up, and the Bucks, I do think, top to bottom, offense and defense, are one of the best teams in football, so I do think they win by a touchdown. And then I'll throw in number 6 here, the Steelers minus 4. I do like this, but I will throw the caveat in that this is one of those games where you could see, I think the Texans are 0-2 and the Steelers are 2-0, definitely could see Deshaun Watson balling out, but at the end of the day, I do like this. You can go money line to be smarter. The Steelers at home have a great defense, and their offense should be able to do whatever they want against an awful Texans defense. And I'll just throw 2 player props at you, both touchdown player props. I think Miles Sanders, 27 opportunities last week against this awful Bengals defense. We saw what Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt did to them last week on Thursday Night Football. And Jonathan Taylor should have positive game script at home against the awful Jets. I think both find the end zone. So hopefully we all find the money zone this week. Let's get it. Let's have some fun. Happy week 3.